And I'm not a form where RAAYUWA. Because RAAYUWA, no, I just saw me say Zoom. She says, and they do bremo every Sunday morning. Within the Pfizer Mohammed show way, so you see, I'm baby was in the lineup. No, it's very tight. It remember back to back. And that your Papa Jamal, you were the Queens, you were Dr. Pink October. We have to talk about breast cancer awareness. Until you will be our pass it through for 19 years. Or you ever go through the journey. And you were Dr. Faisal Suleiman. Ono so obeba chire send the was say ye check say wo fia within the Pfizer Mohammed pese me da obi bia o hwe anope bia say you've taken time of your busy schedule to be with us. Tell a friend to tell a friend say are you ready ano no me betwa me ho ye koba ye de efe de education in ye de bebro. Thank you very much me nko bibia miras Enyanem no adofo me mama kwa ba eba RAAYUWA so me ka say RAAYUWA no ajoso fefefe am say Zumunchi send them winning every Sunday morning. I take charge of your television set because I bring you quality entertainment. Aside from that, so you see ade bebre me pese me da ohwe cupcakes ya Abi cupcakes no ye man Abi's ye so be a wedding party event be an open cake wa ultimate say cake no home me pacho. Don't forget to call Abby's Cupcake. I already said, Obe take your events into the next level. Osha me send them in YFA. Fabric, Wasilla Fabric Lounge. Eno Ode Mame. Wasilla Fabric Lounge. And the number ni Mr. Ofrena, or your wholesale, or your retail. The number ni 024 94 78 506. 024 94 78 506. Wasilla Fabric Lounge. So so we have bride price. When you now what the be we send to mano a quality and patch. Don't forget so be free Wasilla Fabric Lounge. Na nipa opama tare mami. Say me wan fe say kutu say bam. No afeni a zinc or no the wedding gown crop pam. Men pay disappointment. O wedding there for the World Cup. Fred near zinc I was 055 661 4832 055 661 4832. Nia Zinc is ready to take your event to the next level. Into Mr. Opatare Efe for wedding. They are not special occasion be and patch of Nia Zinc. Me do asi be say ugusu hweme. Na wa wonim say every morning be a Sunday morning ma proverb of the day. And the proverb no ano ding. Say are you ready and patch mo fan to screen or some mami. In the proverb no you say the gods that send the scorpion do not follow the scorpion. The gods that send the scorpion do not follow the scorpion. Those who plot from afar don't expose themselves. And the warning about hidden instigators and the danger they send. No be aba show koye se obe instigate wo. Okoni the people when you so one are dealing with the pain. Into enyo obia na obe push you say kwaya ade bone na wo so akwa da bi da eya na wa fa ho kakra na we bu ho kakra because the implications in ba one obe sorry one obe carry own cross and to say send them winim no at this point you were February you were October mo mom say we Pink October breast cancer awareness month into our RAAYUWA so I was say educated obia wa breast cancer me brother. Oh yeah, the CEO of RAAYUWA Medical Center. Yes, sure we see the CEO's neighbor. RAAYUWA Medical Center, our danceman. Ono no Dr. Med Faisal Suli, specialist optician, or sounds like a gynecologist, specialist optician gynecologist. Ono anyone will show so Dr. Faisal Suli. Oh, Dr. Faisal, you have to dance more. Dr. Pai Jaiso, wa alaikum salam. Salam alaikum. Dr. Kanabe. Oh, Dr. Unsakaka. You've left the address, Dr. Fui.
At the entrance.
You can have your assistant as well.
So no get it. I go to correct.
I'll
go to correct.
Hello, designer Kanaba is a bono.
Is a assistant Kiai.
Okay.
Design.
Oh, okay, sister. Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
My wife, so yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Uncle Kekazama.
Thank you.
Yes, also, me big sister. We go through the process for 19 years, if I'm not mistaken, 19 good years. And so also be sharing your experience with us. Me was sister Zaina. Ade. Okay, Sanuku Dezua. Yeah, cookie. We're pink October. Yeah. When I create awareness on breast cancer. Doctor, you can say breast cancer no, as a day, as it is a day, a pain.
So, like say salamu alaikum warahmatullah to all the viewers. Kuma masusa Adom Duka. So, I can say breast cancer. I say breast cancer. To start with, I will say you understand what a cancer is.
Okay.
Now, then we relate or place in the context of breast. So, cancer, normally, every part of the human body, for it to maintain its same size and its same function, there are cells. If you break it down to the smallest level, cells are, a number of cells come together and are form that structure. No? So the minutest level cells, I was saying, being replaced all the time. I get to a time after some days or so, it dies off and get replaced by another side. Another one. So with cancerous cells, the body say, I didn't say the growth is controlled.
Okay.
And they multiply a lot at a faster rate.
Okay.
And the mechanism that kills them when they are finished working and supposed to die so they maintain their size now.
Oh, yeah.
The mechanism is not effective and answer any hormone.
Okay.
So in effect, part of the body I was they now grow to just a small level. The abnormal dividing size cells are then now spreading.
Okay.
So something that's supposed to be just breast tissues or breast cells, in the case of breast, it grows so much and becomes hard breast lump.
Okay.
It's not restricted, so it starts growing to occupy the whole breast and then start spreading to other parts of the body beyond the breast. So that's how cancer cells. So in this case, if it happens to the breast, it's breast cancer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It may happen on any part of the body.
Yeah, cancer can affect any part of the body, but in this case, it affects breast cancer. We can get either primary or secondary source. Okay. Maybe in the case of breast, if we breast and then spread it to other side. We can also add that from other parts of the body, being the primary source, add other spreading to, let's say, the breast or other parts. But in this case, breast cancers, abnormal cells. Our breast multiply without control.
Wow.
And then a hygiene because a consistent symptoms be brave.
Yeah. Okay. How common is it in Ghana?
Well, it's fairly common. Unfortunately, in our homes, we don't tend to see them because until recently, my mother will agree with me that there's a lot of stigma, and also, not just the stigma attached to the lack of knowledge. A lot of people don't know about it. So when they start seeing symptoms, they'll probably pass them or just stay home. And also, certain fears. Because of that, on your penal spiritual, she doesn't even know.
Yeah.
So these are signs of breast cancer.
And look, I was saying, is it only the lamp now? It just say, conscious and so lamp we are.
No, lamps signs never be.
Okay.
But the commonest sign of breast cancer, any lamp no. I say be I one. We're lucky if it's big enough or share no for no crap over to me.
Wow.
At times this all don't sound cancer no be on. Now lamp we in most cases any idea it's painless lamp. And to one idea be any announcement to me Philip. Because say be any idea is nothing. But the dangerous lamps are rather the most likely ones supposed to be breast cancer are those which are not they are painless.
Okay.
But they may appear rough.
Okay.
Yeah. Besides lamps, so there are other symptoms which were suspected. Okay. But before that, it's not all lamps are breast cancer.
Okay.
It be all normal benign. Benign say any idea serious I bet me free or no.
Okay. Yeah.
No, besides lamps, symptoms, signs of breast cancer. No, but we want to mean like uba no for na no friend in nipple no.
Yeah.
You say be ana, it will be from maybe emoji draw emoji. It will be say emoji.
Okay.
That's bloody nipple discharge. And I say nipple ne was say ejina say no akom. That's a triangle say. Yeah, that's nipple retraction.
Okay.
Besides that, we share anofa cancer. We say at times orange kutu send pill no.
Yes.
In French call it peau de range.
Yeah.
But we say I take akra. I say pause a woman. No, I am very prominent. These are also signs of breast cancer.
Okay.
We want to say Diana as a Kobe that's also. But these are all early signs of breast cancer. We want to say comparing left to right. No, naturally, one breast is a little bigger than the other. But people with breast cancer, one sure way bigger than the other. But as the disease progresses, no, because of spread to certain structures, to the chest, no, we say now feeling severe chest pain, and I said coughing, and I said difficulty breathing,
wow, and
I said weight loss, and I said also from all these are even advanced stages.
Wow.
Of the disease in most cases. Okay. Say be odd one, I say, oh, on me home yepe, be a spread no. And I say, Nensan abeke sibi, and I say, cook a sibi abedo no. And I say, so with time, I beka some more about the breast cancer.
You see, say a lamp on the first, that means any serious.
So a lamp first, no. That's why we are here. The purpose of the education, which is the most important thing, is you get to know what the symptom is. So for early detection, and then cure. Picking very early, I bet me lamps in class and small normal tissues around. Okay. Lampectomy. If it's gone beyond that, to many ABI just a uniform. Now, uniform there, much of a serious problem. We thank God say it hasn't spread to a level say bet me uniform because you can uniform bet me a patch artificial one crap normal life. There are a lot of survivors with it's very normal life. Yeah. But how delay and becomes inoperable. Yeah. What's inoperable means say be spread it to very vital organs. You cannot say you are removing the breast and also removing that vital organs. Okay. So and that's where we want to avoid. Okay. We want to pick it at a stage where you can do something and just cure it. Okay. Yeah. But
when say over your especially the north side now, you ferry mbano baby na you ferry say you beko. Yes, also a side perception say your hospital or bear man or back you know that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Say na obey a convincing ma minimum, especially when say be masunya breast cancer na obey convincing say Umbra Hospital.
Okay, these are very real challenges, and they are all social factors. Just in our setting, especially in the north, even more among Muslims, because of modesty, because of exposing yourself. It may be much challenging there in the north and among Muslims, and even among Christians in Ghana. Yes. Elsewhere abroad, there might not even be a change. So these are cultural sensitive things, but even among Muslims, and talking from the Islamic point of view, Islam is so practicable and it's so reasonable. Yeah. So, if it's about your health, your cure, one, you don't feel shy. Yeah. And secondly, two, you are allowed to, provided you have yourself in the environment, the option you have for that cure is to expose yourself. It's allowed to expose yourself modestly. Yeah. For that treatment. And it's been part of even the worship of the religion. Yes. Taking good care of yourself, attending to your self-need, taking medicine to cure yourself. So once you are restricted, you get environment where, okay, you may have to expose yourself. Yeah. Even have to be down place, up place, modestly, you will have to probably do. And it's a requirement. Okay. We pray and hope that probably you find yourself among people that you are comfortable with. Maybe you've been a Northern woman. Let's get more Northern women in that space to offer those services. But in the absence of that, even still in the north, even though you should subject yourself to that, even if worst case scenario, you have to be seen by a non-Muslim or non-Northern, and then that is just for a short period. Okay. And then it's allowed. So I know the cultural things also affect.
Mommy Zainab, who walk through it, can you obey to me the experience? What can you share experience in Kidemu?
Oh. I'm confused here because my Hausa is not that good, neither is my Chi.
No problem,
and
we can go with the English.
The doctor has been able to mix, I also do the cough mixture.
Yeah, cough mixture.
So, Alhamdulillah. I got to know about myself. This was in the year 2006. Wow. Even though I was much aware of breast cancer, now that we are given the education, people are getting to know more about the symptoms. Okay. What I knew then was just feeling the lump. Okay. But honestly, I saw. It came just like a small mole or something like that. Okay. A boil, one may call it a blister, whatever. And I was watching it just below my nipple. Wow. And honestly speaking, it never occurred to me. Okay. But before that, maybe for about 8 years, I used to get occasional boils under the armpit.
Okay.
Our people call it Ganawa.
Yeah, okay. Leave notes.
So I used to think
it was normal.
It was normal. Until this particular year, 2006. I think I had already seen certain signs, and I went to a health center.
Okay.
And each time I go, the nursing sister in charge would ask some other nurses to check me. I would just look. For instance, I got something like a vein between the breast and the armpit. But they said they couldn't see it.
Wow.
Meanwhile, when I'm sitting, I could see it.
Wow.
Then this time, the boils became painful. And then the heads, they turned milky. I thought pus was forming so that it will burst.
Okay.
And that would have been the first time that, you know, it will burst. We have the creams. Those days, angel cream, medicine cream, those were the ones I was
You were applying because you thought it was a normal boil.
Yeah. But then some friends of mine, I was then doing a course with UCC distance.
Okay.
And they were like, Maria, these days you don't look as lively as you used. I brushed it aside. I said, oh, I'm myself. Apart from this,
you're okay.
I'm okay. And yes, until one morning, was it evening, when I was having my bath, then it came to mind. This son seems to be growing, the boil. Meanwhile, it's not painful.
Okay.
That is on the breast.
Okay.
So I called out to my husband and I informed him. All he said to me was, Zainab, go to hospital. Then I found time, went. This time, the nursing sister said, sister, this is not your first or second time of coming. I'm getting worried for you. So go to this other health center. There's a female doctor. Just what we are talking about.
Yes, because
you may feel
uncomfortable. Yes.
So I went to see her, and she did the physical check. The first thing she saw was the boils.
In your armpit.
In the armpit. But then the nipple too, as he said, was denting in.
Okay.
Apparently, it was a lump, and then the nipple was going down.
Okay.
She saw that and then said she was going to refer me. Because even if she asked for some tests, she may not be the right person to give the treatment.
Okay.
And that was how it was taken. Then I went to Kwalebu. In fact, at that time, doctors were on strike.
Okay.
May, June, July. So it was in July that I went to Kwalebu Teaching Hospital with my referrer. And I was told there was going to be fine needle aspiration.
Yeah.
And then I was given some antibiotic to go and take and come back the following week. And when I came back, I was asked to do a mammogram and then a scan. Then they decided on a biopsy.
Okay. So at that time, they've broken the news to you, say, oh, breast cancer.
No, until these tests are done.
But
just like doctor said, it's not every sign.
Okay.
Until they are very sure of it.
Okay.
They will not tell you. So it's not every ailment on the breast that is cancerous.
Okay. So it was after the mammogram?
After the mammogram, it was after the biopsy.
Okay.
That one I had to go to theater. They did a local anesthesia, and then they took some samples. And where it was situated, I was awake. I could hear the doctor saying, and even when they were cutting to me. Probably what they were using was not sharp enough. So when they are, trying to take a bit, you find me moving my legs. And the doctor was like, Mommy, Adom. And I'm like, I'm human being. It's my body. I can feel it. But not pain.
Okay.
It wasn't pain.
So touch.
Yeah. So that was taken to the lab, and then it came out that it was cancerous.
Wow. So when they broke the news to you, saying, so what cancer, now we need never take a step.
Nobody would take it easy.
Wow.
But then, because of education like this, we used to see it on GTV, most of the time with Dr. Wiafi. You see some women with one, others with none. But then they are surviving.
Yeah.
And so, even before the results, I went to the hospital. My nephew had the results.
Okay.
And I was informed, your son is not pleased with your results. And I said to my niece-in-law, the worst cancer can do to me is for the breast to go, and I will survive.
Wow.
And alhamdulillah.
Yeah, okay.
So whatever comes from our mouths should be something good.
Okay.
Something that you will like.
Okay.
But not something that you curse yourself later about.
Dr. Madam Zainab, what something is so inspirational. If I say me summarize it or kind what we must say, or say, na pompo bi and I becca say boy kids will be a ban no for no, and no her side ho. And as soon some boss when a motum side ho, not nino initially no apply normal cream. Then I just say normal boil until no court lectures so until one day or no I discover I call hospital for the first time and I was also call a biomoko the third time and curtains on qualibuni and Koshemano. Into who say when you BBC no way into a normal a bit in how. Doctor, my member back to confirm more apply stuff or must show some because more apply stuff when you those experience now then I'll be car found.
So an idea is very common. Maybe at times out of ignorance. Maybe and at times it's not the ignorance alone. Or be person bow.
Okay.
Maybe on your rush be no or apply when your rush be that apply where juma. Into rush pe be a radio so buy medicine and answer this cream advertise so only my cure. So naturally what's that cream use only be crab or be a pharmacy. Pharmacy no say be a and be a pharmacist, be a medical counter assistant or somebody cry be a no training at all, but once they have to sell they will sell to you. So it's a very common thing. So you get getting somebody to apply or somebody tell you, okay, we may be that or I got something similar. Me use it with the kind of crap you could try. So it's a common thing. But the thing about applying such creams is even if it's not cancer and it's any other rash crap, we say to me, shino. It will not heal it. Yeah. It will just change the appearance. And most rashes too are when you go to hospital are based on the way it looks, even the cancer. Maybe it looks rough, it looks ulcerated, it looks this way. So then you can say, okay, maybe this cancer, it looks more cancerous, or looks like a fungal infection, looks like bacterial infection, looks like allergy. So the danger is using creams, if it's not the right cream for the right rash or the right disease, you may end up changing the look.
Okay.
That if you apply and it's better, you go to the hospital, the doctor is rather misled, or mislead doctor, no. Maybe it's one way crow or no. Maybe betrayal hospital, many crow, na rash. Who won't say a crow, only say be a bin a cow, no.
Okay.
And I say rash, never, and a fungal rash. We won't say be a is been scratched. So that second relation that can mislead, and that's the problem we have with some of the rash creams if wrongly used.
Okay. But I said, risk factor, no matter what say did you avoid it. Is it that you indeed Johnny been and I say, what can we do to avoid breast cancer? Is there any?
Okay, like you said, say avoid there, we have to know the risk factors. But the cause there, nobody knows specifically what the cause is. Yeah, there are things that risk factors are a challenge say if you have that risk, and yes, what that risk I get at all cost.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, some of the risk factors you cannot change. You cannot change something about it. Maybe you have a strong family history. Maybe if I were to be Oba and then I just end up with my mother, my risk is 2 or 3 times more than a regular person.
Okay.
And I say, young breast cancer, my risk is still higher. What I say, and I say, me Oba, so my risk is higher than the man because more women, if you're a woman too, your breast is big. The risk is higher. If your sister, your first degree relative, like a mother, sister has, your risk is higher. And then there are also other factors that even got to do with, if you are somebody who started having menses at a very early age, less than 12 years, because of the exposure during your fertility period of the estrogen hormone, the risk is higher.
Okay.
So if you have an early menses and then menopause coming very late, there's a large window exposure to those hormones. So that's because this also increases the risk.
Okay.
The same way if you're on hormonal therapy with that same estrogen, your risk is higher.
Okay. If
you're a woman and you are delaying, staying longer to get pregnant, because once you are pregnant, during that level of pregnancy, that hormone level back from. So if you're kicking longer after 30 years staying without getting pregnant, more like maybe even AMS, or those women sisters and those people, their risks are higher because they don't give birth. So staying without getting pregnant increases your risk. There are some exposures, maybe some form of radiations. Some may be part of your treatment, some chemicals, but it increases your risk. Even genetic, there are some mutations. Mutations is maybe a source, no. For instance, escape, maybe cannot be controlled, no. So there are some BRCA1, BRCA2 gene mutations. If you have it, your risk is higher.
Okay.
Being a black woman alone, even in Africa, among blacks, we say there are some forms of very aggressive cancer, which is higher among blacks. So being that black woman alone, and not even, they also have their risks, but also be higher. So these are, when it comes to other things you can control, physical activity. Exercise. If you are sedentary, if you don't exercise, one time you exercise, so your risk is higher. So if you're obese, you're below, your risk is higher because in the peripheral tissues or the fats, the same conversion to increase estrogen can be higher.
Okay.
So we increase our sisters. We encourage my memory sister who say often they should keep a good shape. Lose weight. Yes. Exercise. Those things. Also their immune system they try and get. So with this, if your business owner you have a higher risk factor, they always say like you have to be screening more. Okay. As part of the screening, you have to know how to examine your breast. And then there's a way of doing it. How we have to teach. It's very important. Okay. You do it. So how do we do? Can we have a little? Ideally, you can divide your breast using the nipple. Okay. Into 4. Okay. One line going straight through the nipple. So where can we treat man? Nipple, my name nipple treating. Now, I imagine say about my achemu 4. Into 4. Achemu 4 through the nipple. The poor one. One line through this way and another line through the other way. So you have 1 quarter, 2, 3, 4 different quarters. Yeah. Beyond these two are around the nipple. There's a round area. Imagine one area that you can consider as your 5th area. Okay. So you have 4 areas if you divide this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Upper, outer, upper, inner. Lower, outer, lower, inner. Motum crap towards your breast, so there's also breast tissues. So that can be your sit. Okay. So often you can have roughly 5 areas in mind. Yeah. 5 areas with trim. With trim. Okay. If you go to hospital, they even go ahead and do examine for lymph node and everything. But that's for trained people, nurses and doctors. Okay. But you the lay person, and then the technique. If this is the wall and the breast, and you may roughly. So use the flat of your palm. Uko fully for it. Unyesi. Obey on Sunday flat. Obey on Sunday flat. The flat a hand. Ahano. Patchomoshe ahano. Ahano flat. Onya usase say we say. Osimenya usase. Obey say. Now I consider say the chest of the chest no. Don't pay a woman no. Imagine say any wall that you are. So in this issue, no for no be soft tissue. Okay. Between don't pay which that's the backbone, which is a wall. And then your flat. So this is a flat surface which is hard. This is a hard wall. Yes. Bone. Yes. No for and then you are pressing no for no. But now what dividing no for into 6 areas? Yes. So for each area, we make sure say who press that place against the wall.
Okay.
So in Tebani say obe Philippe, obe Jeff me Philippe be one.
Okay.
One year ni sana so year ni say you end up holding things are not there. But year ni say you can feel say be abnormal. So also one part first quarter, they will make sure say we never cover the whole of that quarter. Okay. No press it gently against the wall. No second quarter. Third, fourth. You are not about around it no.
Yeah, okay.
And then you go to this area. Yeah, basically that. But before that, you can stand in front of the mirror. No, actually say, oh, no phone, back switch on back cry. Okay, but switch back too much. We are lucky to able to me stand in front of me. Say, be okay. And I say, like a mother said, there was some small thing. Yeah. Rush also baby on abnormal hospital. And I saw a friend say, Nepo no, ebi so fremo. There's a way of which me gently say. I should say, everyone mentioned about every so much. No, I should say, oh, is there bloody discharge coming? There can be some discharges are normal. Ebia, oh, breastfeeding as a milk frame are normal. Okay, yeah, but if there's bloody discharge and I say nipple not coincide, and I say that's those rashes, or I say I call say I could I take with those dots no, then you should be alarmed. And I say Biatra and I say Krobi. Okay, now I call hospital for further investigation. Mami, beyond that, so okay. With especially those with risk factors, it's not always that the answer are able to pick. There can be early symptoms. And if you are younger, they may do X-ray. Ultrasound. Okay. If you are above 40 years, some even say less than 35 years now. Or even if you are younger with a lot of breast issues, you will do what we call the mammogram to try and detect it. Okay.
I just say, what's the final words? Then Obeka. We story in the attach and I made a ukunasi say, or catch also hospital. You couldn't mumboy and they be as no mum push any uncle hospital and uncle check. Why are dear pan? In Bedman, so much so much when you've been to move for advantage, no more screening is very important. My final words for
my final word is nobody should fear going to the hospital. Okay. Some people think when they take off your breast or even when they use the surgical knife to touch you, then it means you are going to die. It is not true. The death comes when it is not detected early. And like doctor said, it has already gone to certain organs of the body, which can no longer be, I mean, they can't control. I would like you to say this in your language because they are watching us. Bihle yuale, the paladon kore nira. The zamine bidang nyale, the bang pamba yarne, dokul pama mangari zang mabai. Didang nyale, kadang the tabu, the kotitu na babalente the tetiare, bihlang mabu bi. Sotepi. Dozo golwane yande sokam yima inchang ashepta behne ala ashepta karane ba vihre paba ka boham sokam boham ayan to nang lede shamta ama ay tinya lahan lama ka bang la ka zan gu chang ashepte jande tibiyal ne dagbang tabu bi tabl sablam pat tabu ama di chang ashepta ne Banyadin yeshale ka fako kana.
Good, so say. Doctor, your final words.
Mine is simple. Just to reiterate, say, my final words is the same thing. Early detection. Okay. That's all the gospel we are operating. Early detection, early detection. Now, how do we detect early? One, what the media is helping us do, education. Because if you have the knowledge, if you don't have the knowledge, you miss out. Like Ajia said, and then. Learn how to do the screening yourself at home. So education about, and if you know the risk factors, your mother, mommy and your sister, and I say, first degree relative and I say, wakasa, your beats, and those things are, you have to, and also prevent. Try to exercise, to check your weight and those things. So early detection, early detection, early detection.
Okay. Can I add? Please, when somebody gets it, the family support, or if I can say community support, is very, very important. You've seen my sister downstairs. it used to be my children, sometimes my husband who would accompany me.
Yeah.
And that gives you hope.
The hope.
When there is that
family,
love,
yeah,
then you know you are loved.
Yeah.
But when people shun you,
yeah,
then you feel like, oh, God, just take me away.
It's not easy.
But alhamdulillah, there has never been a day
yeah.
that I think I should have gone instead of being alive.
Thank you.
So please, the support is very important.
Say no muti ya mama Aja Zainab say family ya mun support is very important. Say support in you hard. And na say ka say ye be travel no for ayi bibi from that doesn't mean say obewu ana baby one kontema and then ebe how. Now your WhatsApp number so wa obetime do suggestion questions so afa so 053 102 9795. Your WhatsApp number, Ipacho, for our adventure, for our message, maybe afa so 053 102 9795. Ye try ye ba ye de aka no ebebro enko bebia.